You open a can of sardines thinking of a quick, easy, and above all healthy meal. But are you sure you're really getting all the benefits? Many people make mistakes right from the purchase, and it continues with storage and preparation. Yet sardines are a nutritional treasure that remains largely underrated. Packed with protein, omega-3s, calcium, iron, and vitamins, they're a real powerhouse of goodness, affordable and accessible. But you still need to know how to choose and eat them properly, because some habits can not only make you lose flavor and nutrients, but also reduce their health benefits. Today, we'll go through the 11 most common mistakes with sardines. Mistake number 9 is probably the worst one, and many people make it without even realizing. Stay until the end, because these tips can truly change the way you enjoy this tiny but powerful fish for your health. Before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe and hit the bell. It's the best way not to miss out and to keep getting practical health tips you can use every day. Mistake number 1. Choosing sardines in water instead of oil. This is a very common mistake. Many believe sardines in water are healthier than those in oil. In reality, it's the opposite. Sardines packed in water lose their aromatic richness. The taste fades quickly, and they get no extra protection. Water doesn't preserve anything. It only dilutes the fish's natural flavor. As a result, over time, the sardines' natural oils turn rancid, giving an unpleasant taste. On the other hand, sardines in oil, especially in real extra virgin olive oil, develop a much richer, more subtle flavor. While stored, the oil and fish exchange flavors. The fish absorbs beneficial compounds from the oil, while the oil soaks up the sardines' delicate taste. This unique pairing makes sardines in oil tastier and often better with time. Plus, the oil helps preserve fat-soluble vitamins and improves omega-3 absorption, nutrients essential for heart and brain health. Yes, they contain a bit more calories, but these calories are full of healthy fats and nutrients. In short, for both taste and health, always go for quality sardines in olive oil rather than in water. Mistake number 2. Thinking open sardines can sit for days as if nothing happened. Once exposed to air, their quality drops very fast. Studies show that flavor and texture already start degrading after just 24 hours, and shelf life depends on the preparation. Sardines in water last only 1 day once opened. Those in oil barely last 2 to 3 days in the fridge. Tomato-based ones hold a bit longer, up to 4 days max. But after a week, all open sardines are unsafe to eat, even refrigerated. The right practice is never to leave sardines in the metal can after opening. Transfer them immediately into a sealed glass jar or airtight container. This limits air contact and keeps them fresh longer. Freezing is an option for longer storage, but while it ensures safety, it does ruin texture. Bottom line, to fully enjoy sardines without risk, eat them quickly after opening and always store them properly. Mistake number 3. Overcooking them into mush. Many don't know that canned sardines are already pre-cooked and ready to eat. Cooking them again for long is not only unnecessary, but it also ruins their delicate texture and subtle flavor. Exposing them to too much heat makes them fall apart in a paste. The result? A bland dish with lost nutrients. The key is gentleness. If adding them to hot dishes, pasta, stir-fried veggies, soups, stews, stir them in at the very end, just minutes before serving. That's enough to warm them without damage. If you want to highlight them on their own, a quick 2 to 3 minutes under the broiler gives them a crispy crust outside, while keeping the inside soft and tasty. Another trick, for perfect gentle reheating, just place the closed can in hot water for a few minutes. This warms sardines evenly without altering their texture. In short, with sardines, the less you cook, the better. Just enough to heat and release flavors, nothing more. Mistake number 4, removing the bones. Many spend time taking out sardine bones, thinking they're annoying or unsafe. In reality, it's a waste of time and nutrients. Canned sardines are processed, so their bones are fully edible. Sterilization makes them soft, crumbly, and fully blended with the flesh. Most of the time, you don't even notice them in your mouth. Unlike salmon or tuna bones, Sardine bones aren't hard or dangerous. They chew easily and digest without issue. Nutritionally, they're loaded with calcium and vitamin D, two essentials for strong bones and preventing osteoporosis, especially after 60. Removing them not only cuts health benefits, but also breaks the fillets unnecessarily and lengthens prep time. Some brands sell boneless sardines to reassure consumers, but they're often more expensive and lower quality because the fillets get damaged in the process. In short, keep the bones. They're soft, nutritious, and totally safe. Accepting them saves time and maximizes sardines' benefits. Mistake number 5, eating them only straight from the can. Sure, opening a can and eating directly is convenient, but if that's the only way, you'll limit their culinary potential and quickly get bored. Sardines are actually incredibly versatile. They can turn a simple meal into something tasty, varied, and nutritious. A few quick ideas. On toasted bread, add sardines with onion, capers, or fresh herbs. Simple and delicious. As a spread, mash them with a bit of plain yogurt or mayo for a protein-rich dip, perfect for sandwiches or crackers. In warm dishes, mix them into pasta sauces, whole grain bowls, or veggie plates. They add omega-3s and depth of flavor. On pizza, paired with tomatoes, olives, or peppers, they make a topping both tasty and healthy. With eggs, add them to omelets or scrambled eggs for extra flavor and nutrition. By varying recipes, you avoid monotony, boost nutrients, and fully enjoy this little super fish. Bottom line, don't limit sardines to the can. They deserve a place in your everyday cooking. Mistake number 6, avoiding them for being too fishy. This is one of the most common reasons some people dislike sardines. They find the taste too strong or too fishy. But this isn't a flaw, it's their natural flavor. Sardines are fish. They're supposed to taste like fish. The key isn't to hide the flavor, but to balance it. Simple tricks. Use acidic ingredients like lemon, tomato, or vinegar. They cut heaviness while highlighting the pleasant notes. Add fresh herbs like parsley, cilantro, or dill. They bring freshness and soften the fishiness. Pair sardines with simple, balancing foods like grilled veggies, salads, or whole grain bread. It's also worth noting, good sardines should taste fresh, never unpleasant or overly salty. If yours are overly strong, it often signals poor quality or bad storage. Choosing better sardines already solves much of the problem. In short, don't run from sardines' flavor. Learn to elevate it. With the right pairings, their taste becomes rich, balanced, and far more enjoyable. Mistake number 7, thinking all sardines taste the same. Many assume sardines are identical, but their flavor and texture vary a lot depending on origin, preparation, and canning method. For instance, Atlantic sardines don't taste the same as Mediterranean or Pacific ones. Water temperature, diet, and fishing methods directly affect flavor. Spanish and Portuguese sardines, often packed in local olive oil, develop typical Mediterranean aromas. French sardines may use different techniques that highlight other flavor notes. Cold water sardines, like in Norway, are usually firmer and paler than warm water ones. Even within one region, taste shifts with the seasons, as sardines' diet and reproduction vary from spring to autumn. So, saying sardines are always the same is wrong. Learning to recognize differences helps you find styles you enjoy and avoid those you don't. Mistake number 8, throwing away the oil. That oil has absorbed the fish's delicate flavor and is enriched with omega-3s, fat-soluble vitamins, and aromatic compounds. It's what turns a simple meal into something tasty and nourishing. Don't waste it. Use it smartly. Add it to salad dressings, saute onions and garlic in it before pasta or rice dishes, or simply enjoy it with bread, lemon, and herbs. You'll get flavors worthy of fine cooking. Even chefs know this oil is valuable. They use it to create unique flavors. Yet many consumers throw it out without thinking, losing one of sardines' biggest assets. The good habit is simple. Store the oil in a small sealed container in the fridge and use it within days. It even develops more complex notes when exposed briefly to air. In short, Never see this oil as just canning liquid. It's actually the most precious part of the product. Throwing it away means losing nutritional and culinary gold. Mistake number 9. Pairing them with clashing flavors. Sardines have a strong culinary personality, rich in omega-3s and bold in taste. To get the best out of them, they must be paired with the right foods. Poor matches make them heavy, bland, or unpleasant. The best pairings are fresh, acidic flavors that balance their natural richness. Lemon, vinegar, pickled veggies, or fresh herbs add the needed brightness without overpowering the fish. A touch of parsley, cilantro, or dill can transform the experience by adding freshness and complexity. On the other hand, avoid some combos. Overly creamy dishes make them heavy with too much fat. Sweet flavors also clash with sardines' salty, ocean taste, creating a poor result. By simply balancing sardines' bold taste with light, fresh notes, you'll avoid bad pairings and turn your recipes into successes. Mistake number 10. Thinking canned sardines last forever. That's false. Properly stored, they can indeed last years. But neglect storage, and they spoil much faster. Heat, light, and humidity accelerate deterioration and alter flavor. Too often, cans are poorly kept, near heat sources or sunlight, which weakens the seals and ruins the product. The best place is cool, dry, and dark, away from temperature changes. Also, not all sardines last equally. Those in acidic sauces like tomato or citrus spoil faster than those in oil. Even well stored, they have shorter life. The rule is simple. Check dates regularly and rotate your stock. Use older cans first, keep newer ones for later. By following these precautions, you'll enjoy sardines that are tasty, safe, and full of nutrients. Now you know the 11 most common sardine mistakes and how to avoid them. By choosing them well, preparing them right, and using them wisely, this humble little fish becomes a superfood. Well chosen, well prepared, and well stored, sardines protect the heart, bones, brain, and boost energy day after day. They're not just practical and affordable. They're a true health ally that far too few people take full advantage of. If you found this useful, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell for more health tips. And you, how do you like to prepare your sardines? Tell us in the comments. Take care, and see you very soon for another video.